Hello. Welcome to American Truck Simulator. Today I am going to go over some settings with you, and hopefully it might help you out on your own game. Lately I've been teaching a lot of new people to American Truck Simulator, so I'm hoping to cover some stuff right here. It's going to make sense to you. Okay, so this is basically just going to be some tips and tricks. Now this will only work if you're playing solo. If you're playing in a convoy, you have to pull over to completely do anything. But say you need to go to the restroom or something, or you want to change something in your settings, all you need to do is just hit escape. You don't have to pull over or anything like this, and you're able to do any kind of settings or anything like that. Alright, so when you're ready to go back into the game, keep in mind you're driving. So start holding down your gas pedal if you're playing with steering wheel and pedals. In my case, I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, so I'm going to hold W down, hit drive.
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I.
And I'm back to driving. So you don't need to pull over. Now, like I said, this will only work during solo play. In a convoy, if you need to do something in your settings, you do need to pull over. You'll have to pull over, and you will have to stop, because in convoy it makes it's a multiplayer, so it doesn't stop for everybody. All right, up there at the top left of your screen, it just said saving. So we have an autosave.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Okay, so I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm supposed to make a left here. Oh shoot, I was supposed to make a left, but say I wrecked really bad. Okay, I can't get out of this. So you're like, oh shoot. Well, in order to fix that, you go into your load and save, go to load game, then you will select your show autosaves, and then you find the one that's closest. Okay, so here it is, the 15th of August right here, 1:48. So we're going to click on that loading autosave. We're going to load. And then
The time
here
has
you are.
arrived, President Wazer.
There's
the world
that off
awaits your
ramp.
commands.
You don't have the damage
Keep right.
anymore.
And
You're not
then
stuck.
exit right.
And you can continue on with your journey.
Exit right.
So that's how autosave works. It's there for a tool of yours. So, I mean, that's the only time I ever use autosave is if I'm having a good run.
Meters, turn
And
left.
then all of a sudden something stupid happens. You know how AI can act up in this game? Or you're not paying attention and you miss your turn really bad, and it's going to make you do some weird backtracking and you're going to lose so much time. You might want to refer to an autosave. Now say that you're done for the night, you're tired. In this mode you can just hit escape when you're playing by yourself. Just go down to your load and save game, and then select the one that you named. See, this is truck on. Do not do new save or anything like that. Click on the one you named, save, and overwrite. and your game is saved. Next time you log on, you're going to be in the middle of the road right there and there. Now, another thing I wanted to go over with you is the recruiting agency. Okay, yeah, granted, check driving and actually selecting a recruiting agency, a particular one, is fine and dandy and everything, but I've never done that. These are ones that I've just checked, and I went through towns, saw a question mark, so I selected and I drove by them to unlock them, but I never use them. What I do is I just go to hire a driver, and then it gives you a list of drivers everywhere. Now, if you have a particular garage in one of these states, yeah, you could click on them, but see, it doesn't do anything. Now, if you actually drive to the recruiting agency, it's only going to show drivers that are at that recruiting agency. But if you click this one while you're out on the road, it's just going to bring up a various amount of drivers for you. One thing you want to do, too, is that you make sure, then we'll go into the garage manager. You want to make sure, see, I don't have any current garages that have openings right now. So if I want to buy a new truck and a new garage and everything, I mean a new driver and a new truck, I'm going to have to get me a new garage. So let's get a new garage. Garage purchase. Go to garage purchase. Now, granted, it's nice to have them unlocked on your map, but I haven't, on this save, I have not been to Oklahoma at all, but look at, I got garages here. So we're going to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're going to purchase one. And being I have the money, you want to update that garage as soon as possible. So right now I only have room for 3, so I want to go to Tulsa, and then right here I want to upgrade. Now I have room for 5 trucks, 5 drivers in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's gonna do like a little cute little cutscene for you. Okay, so what you want to do, you don't want to be stuck customizing a truck. When I buy a truck for an employees, I really just simply buy bare minimum. So we're going to purchase some trucks. So we're going to go to the old truck dealers and say I want to buy some Freightliners there. Okay, so you can see that I have only discovered a few truck Freightliners. A few of them. So you can click on any one you want. I'm going to click on that one. And once you own 3 trucks, you can buy online. You have to own a total of 3 trucks in order for this feature to be unlocked for you. So what I do is I will go to one that's already customized already. The only thing I will do when it's for my drivers is I put on my company colors, if you will. So this is what I consider is my company color. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a design and then add the company colors to it. Just like that. And I'm going to purchase. I'm going to select Tulsa, Oklahoma. Put it there. Okay, so now I'm going to purchase some more because I have the money. This is how I do it. This is how I get trucks. Now, being that if you're going to get into one of these, then yeah, you would want to customize it like you want it. You would want to take the time to put a good engine in it and everything if you're going to be the one driving it. But being that you're going to have hired drivers driving it, just get it done and fill up your garage. Get it done and over with. Now we need to get drivers for those trucks. So we'll go to the old recruiting agency and we'll just go to hire driver. And what I do is I just see which one. See, this guy has long distance and he has oh, I forgot which one this one is. Something to do with fuel economy or something like that. So we're gonna hire this guy. Okay, once you have him hired, you select what garage you want him to work in and what truck he wants to be in, and then you hit OK. Boom. He's hired. Just in time, we'll hire this lady. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Put her in this truck. We'll hire this guy. See, when I hire people, I look to see how much of his things are filled. I try to get the ones that have a lot of things filled because they will level up on their own. Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma is taken care of. I just purchased 5 new trucks, 5 new drivers, and a garage in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So now if I go to my driver management, you can see that I have up to 50 drivers now. Actually 49 because me, it would be number 50. You could do the same with trailers. You could purchase 5 new trailers and assign those to whatever garage you want. You just treat it the same way as buying a truck. Okay, so another thing I wanted to go over too is when you first purchase a truck, you have this vehicle adjustment. And I always go and click on the adjust seat. So it's dark in the world, so I do apologize about that. But here is your adjustments, and the ones that I usually mess with is my steering wheel adjustment, my seat adjustment, because my thing is I want to see this in plain view. I want to see this mirror. And if I don't see this mirror in plain view, I will adjust my seat until I see it. Now I have my seat back as far as it can possibly go, and I still couldn't see the seat. So what I would have to do is I would have to move the whole camera. By doing that, you see how everything moves on that? But some vehicles, that mirror is in plain view right at the very beginning, and then what I do is I just adjust my mirror so I can see my dashboard and everything. But this is and then you can mess around with these other features. I choose to not mess with them. I only mess with the steering wheel, the seat, and the main in-cab camera. That's it. That's all I would adjust. You could even adjust your headlights there. There's so many other things to do. As far as the adjustment of seats, you can adjust your headlights to make them shine out brighter or aim more down to the road. I've never had to adjust my headlights. I leave my headlights pretty much exactly how it is. Now skills. I got everything maxed out on skills, but this is how I like to do it when I'm starting out. I like to level up my long distance, and I also like to level up my hazard chemicals. I usually like to get 3 in these 2, and then I'll branch out. So I have 3 right here. Just say I just barely got my 6th skill point, and I put it in here. Then I play some more and level up some more. Then I'm going to put 1 in high cargo, high value cargo. Then I'm going to put 1 in fragile, just in time, and fuel economy, and so on and so forth until those are all 3. Everything's 3 here. Then I'm going to continue going in hazardous cargo, long distance, and I just go on from that and alternate. That's how I do it. It's totally optional. You could do it any way you want, but that's the way I do it. Now your drivers, if you go to driver management, click on this person right here. See, I've had this driver for a while. Look how well she has progressed. This one right here is my oldest driver right here, I believe. Yeah, she's my oldest driver. And you have a drop down right here. You can tell your driver, as you hire anyone, any of these people right here, you can tell them specific jobs that you want them to do only. Like if you want one person to do long distance only, that's all that person's going to do is long distance. It comes standard though. They already have something assigned that they're going to do. A lot of your new drivers are going to be balanced. Balance means they're going to do a little bit of everything. If you have it on balance, there's nothing wrong with that. They're going to do a little bit of everything. But there is a lot more money to be made if you have them do long distance driving, because they're going to travel further. Loads, as you can see on your own gameplay, that loads usually do pretty well if you do long distance. So that's something you can play with. For the most part, I leave everyone balanced. But at my main in Price, Utah, my main headquarters, I have my people set up to do certain tasks. One day I am going to go through all this, and then I might adjust what I would like people to do. See, they're maxed out and everything, so if you want to have them maxed out and everything, just simply change that. Let's try that. See, this is what it looks like. Well, someone been driving for me for a while and stayed on balance. Everything is equally getting leveled up. Alright, so this chick right here, Molly, alright, she doesn't have hardly anything in hazardous chemicals. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change her to hazardous cargo. So now, when she gets done with the current load that she is on, she's going to switch over to hazardous cargo. She's going to start pulling a bunch of explosives for a while, and then she's going to slowly level all that up. So that's how your employees work for you. Everything as far as that goes is all customization. You can just go through that list and you can change a few things. But as far as your settings go and how your truck operates and everything, that is all player. As you as the player, that's all for you. Now, let's go over some quick travel. Quick travel, I'm not going to do it because of the fact that I'm on a job right now. But any of these things that are bold, like really big dots, you click on one of those, you can quick travel to that location. Anything that's a small dot, you cannot quick travel to. But anything that has a big dot, you can quick travel to. And it's weird that I don't have one right now in California at all. That's weird. It's probably because I'm on a job. Pretty self-explanatory there on quick travel. Now, job market. Let's go to a different save on a job market. Oh, and exiting the game. If you hit quit, you're going to exit completely out of the game. But if you go to Launchpad instead of quit, you'll go to the main menu. And here you are. So I have a couple of saves here. I want to try to find one guy that is not on a job so I can select a job. Okay, so he's free as the wind right now. How I know that is because there's nothing right here telling me that he's on a job. So to select a job, he's currently in Moab, Utah. You'd want to click job market, freight market, because I own my own truck. This is the most important thing when you're selecting a job, is that you want to select the town or city that you are currently in. So if I click on Moab, see how all these start in Moab, but then they branch out to different locations. Moab to Denver, Denver, Gallup, New Mexico, Amarosa, Colorado, Vernal, Utah, Moab, Utah to Vernal, Utah, so on and so forth. Now, if you did not click on that town, and so say I click on Provo, okay, so now what I would have to do, if I'm in Moab, but I clicked on Provo, that means and I want this job right here to Farmington, New Mexico, I have to drive all the way to Provo, pick up the job, then drive all the way back. But here's the thing, the job expires at a certain amount of time. Offer expires in 7 hours. Okay, so this job would almost expire by the time I see it's 6 hours trip distance. So I would drive all the way to Provo to get that, and then I would have probably maybe 2 hours tops to get to this location before the job is due. And that's why it's very important to select the town that you are currently in and just deal with what jobs are available for you in this town and just go with that. That is one of the most key feature things. You don't want to bobtail such a long distance to pick up a job, because if you do that, your job's going to be late. You want to pick up current jobs in your town by just selecting the dot next to your blue icon right here, your blue arrow. You want to select the closest town to that location right there and pick up. And then once you select that job that you want to take, you set GPS. Your GPS is going to take you to pick up your job, and then it's also going to take you to your location. So, your first stop.
Okay, here we go.
I had the. Let's see what this is, a brand new.
turn right.
So that's what my GPS is going to do first thing with me. Is it's going to take me to pick up my job. Okay, so once you pick up your job, then it's going to tell you exactly where to go. My job is actually 30 minutes to pick up, and then once you pick up your job, pick up your trailer, then it's going to give you your trip distance on how long it's going to take you, and so on and so forth. So that's selecting a job. That's pretty much the bare minimum. You can click on any of these when you're in this menu and experiment yourself. Joining a convoy. Let me go over that real quick. Joining a convoy, there's finicky. It can be a pain in the butt. You can either choose to host your own convoy, or you can choose to join a convoy. The ones you're going to be able to have really no troubles joining at all are the ones with green. Alright. So, the big boy toys join the convoy. So, this is just simple bare minimum. They do not have Oklahoma. This server has all the other DLCs other than Oklahoma. So if you're in Oklahoma and you join this convoy, you're going to probably be in a bad way. Red usually indicates that it's missing some stuff. To host a convoy, real easy. Just enter what you want your server to be, server description, basically, just tell people what about it. If you want to have a password, put it in there. You can have a designed welcome message. Steam friends only. I usually don't check mark that. Enable optional mods. I usually leave that alone as well. Enable traffic. Enable damage between players. So these ones I would switch off, and collisions in service areas, like at where you pick up your job, at gas stations, at repair places. I usually will turn that off so you can drive right through. If you have a player that's AFK and you need to get out of the way, or he's in the way and you want to get out but you can't because they're blocking the way, well, this way you can drive right through them. And that's how I would set this up. I mean, I leave the traffic on, so you have traffic to play with, and so on and so forth. Now, if you're using mods, let's see if we can find a server that has mods. This one right here with this blue icon right there, that is a password. So someone who has this convoy is password protected. Okay, so if we wanted to join this convoy right here, we would have to install all of these mods in order for us to play. Now, it will walk you through installing each one of these mods by selecting a convoy that you want to join with mods. It will drop. You'll see the list of mods right here. And for some weird reason, it's not letting me. I really do not want to activate these mods. So what I would do is I would take a picture of the mods here, install them. If this is somebody you really want to join, I would take a picture of these mods. I would exit out, go to Launchpad, and you got that list of mods on your phone. So then I would go to Mod Manager right here, and then I would click on the old Steam Workshop, and then you type in, go off that list on your phone, type in the list of mods. When you find a mod that you really like and you want to use it, all you have to do is just subscribe. And once you subscribe to a mod, the mod will show up in this box right here. And to activate your mod, all you have to do is just click on the mod, click this arrow right here, and that's it. Your mod's installed. It is really, really easy to install mods on your game. Real companies. So basically what I do is the mods that I normally use is the ones I'll select. Now keep in mind, when you're playing with friends and they have the same mod as you, your mod list has to be in order. So you'll have to work with them on joining their game and find out what order their stuff's in. Okay, so once you have hit activate mods, you put them over here, you gotta confirm changes. After you confirm changes, that locks those mods in, and they're locked in place, and they're already installed and they're ready to go. That's how mods work. I went over all this pretty fast with you, so maybe I can branch this out in a couple of different things. Alright, so say you want to have a new profile. So what you would want to do is manage profiles, new profile. If you want a new game save, you would go to new profile, name it whatever you want, select the picture you want, preferred truck, and your company logo, and then hit create. Real simple. I don't know how many you can have, but this is how many I have so far. And that's how you get extra profiles in your game. So hopefully all this helped. All these tips and tricks helped. Give it a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good one.